And I'm going to switch to soft spoken so you can actually hear what I'm saying. Also, the lighting has been, it's not been working with me today because I had light from the back, like my window's open. So like, if I move back, it might not work. But it's been like really washing me out. And it looks like those 2020 filters were like, it's really grainy and oversaturated, which is not what I want. But I've got this going now. So hopefully that's all good. But I think we should get into the reading. I am so excited. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited to get going again. Okay. Act 2, Scene 4. France. The King's Palace at ruin. Flourish. Enter the French King, the Dauphin, the Dukes of Berry and Bourbon, the Constable, and other lords. Thus comes the English with full power upon us, and more than carefully as it concerns us, to answer royally in our defences. Therefore the Dukes of Berry and of Bourbon, of Brabant and of Orleans, I thought it oversaturated me again, sorry, got distracted, shall make forth, and you, Prince Dauphin, with the swift dispatch to line and new repairs of our towns of war, with men of courage, and with means defended for English, his approaches makes as fierce, as waters to the sucking of a gulf. It fits us then to be as provident, as fear may teach us out of late examples left by the fatal and neglected English upon our fields. My most redoubted father, it is most meet we arm us against the foe, for peace itself should not so dull a kingdom, though war nor no known quarrel were in question. But that defences, musters, preparations should be maintained, assembled, and collected, as were a war in expectation. Therefore, I say 'tis meet that we all go forth to view the sick and feeble parts of France, and let us do it with no show of fear, with no more than what we've heard of England. We're bruised with the Whitsun Morris dance, for, my good liege, she is so idly kinged, her sceptre so fantastically borne, by vain, giddy, shallow, humorous youth, that fear attends her not. O peace, Prince Dauphin, you are too much mistaken in this king. Question your grace the late ambassadors, with what great state he heard their embassy, how well supplied with noble counsellors, how modest in exception, and withal how terrible in constant resolution. And you shall find his vanities forespent. We will be outside of the Roman Brutus, covering discretion with a coat of folly, as gardeners do their ordure, hiding those roots that shall first spring and be most delicate. Well, 'tis not so, my lord high constable, but though we think it so, it is no matter. In case of defence, 'tis best to weigh the enemy more mighty than he seems. So with proportions of defence are filled with of a weak and niggardly projection, doth like a miser spoil his coat with scanting like a little cloak. Think we King Harry strong, and princes, look you strongly armed to meet him. The kindred of him hath been fleshed upon us, and he is bred out of that bloody strain that will haunt us in our familiar paths, witness to our too much memorable shame, where the Crecy battle fatally was struck, and with our princes captivated by the hand of that black name Edward, the Black Prince of Wales, whilst that his mountain sire on mountain standing up in the air, crowned with the golden sun, saw his heroical seed and smiled to see him, mangled the work of nature into face, the patterns that by God and by French fathers had 20 years been made. This is a stem of that vicious stock, and let us fear the native mightiness and fate of him. Enter a messenger. Ambassadors from Harry, King of England, do crave admittance to your majesty. We'll give them present audience. Go and bring them. Exit the messenger. You see this chase of hotly followed friends turn up and stop pursuit, for cowardly dogs most bend their mouths when what they seem to threaten runs far before them. Good my sovereign, take up the English sword and let them know of what a monarchy you are the head. Self-love, my liege, is not so vile a sin as self-neglecting. Enter Exeter. From our brothers of England, from him, and thus greets your majesty. He wills you in the name of God Almighty that you divest yourself, and lay apart the borrowed glories that by gift of heaven, by laws of nature and of nations, belong to him and to his heirs, namely the crown and all wide stretched honours that pertain by customs and the ordinance of times unto this crown of France, that you may know 'tis no sinister nor no awkward claim, picked by your wormholes of long vanished days, nor from the dust of old oblivion raked. He sends you the most memorable line. Deliver scroll. In each branch truly demonstrative, willing you overlook this pedigree, and when you find him evenly derived from his most famed of famous ancestors, Edward III, he bids you then resign your crown and kingdom, indirectly held from him, the native and true challenger. Or else what follows? Bloody constraint, for if you hide the crown, even in your hearts there he will rake for it. Therefore in fierce tempest he is coming, in thunder and in earthquake, like a Jove, that if requiring fail he will compel, and bids you in the bowels of the Lord deliver up the crown, to take mercy on the poor souls for whom this hungry war opens its vasty shores, and on your head turn the widow's tears, the orphan's cries, the dead man's blood, the deprived maiden's groans, for husbands, fathers, and betrothed lovers that shall be swallowed in this controversy. This is his claim, his threatening, and my message, unless the dolphin be present in here, to whom expressly I bring greeting to. For us we will consider of this further. Tomorrow shall you bear our full intent back to our brother of England. For the dolphin I stand here for him, or to him from England. Scorn and defiance, slight regard, contempt, and anything that may not misbecome the mighty sender doth he prize you at. Thus say my king, if your father's highness do not, in grant all the demands at large, sweeten the bitter mock you send his majesty, he will call you to so hot an answer of it, that caves and roomy voltages of France shall chide your trespass and return your mock. In second accent of his ordinance, say, if my father render fair return, it is against my will, for I desire nothing but odds with England to that end, as matching to his youth and vanity. I did present him with the Paris balls. He will make your Paris Louviers shake for it. We are in the mistress court of mighty Europe, and be assured you'll find a difference. As we are his subjects, have in wonder found between the promises of his greener days, and these he masters now. Now he weighs time even to the utmost grain that you shall read in your own losses, if he stay in France. Tomorrow you shall know our mind at full. Flourish. Dispatch us with all speed, lest that our king come here himself to question our delay, for he is footed in this land already. You shall be soon dispatched with fair conditions. Tonight is but small breath and little pause to answer matters of this consequence. Flourish, exutant. And that is the end of Act 2. Our next little bit we'll read is Act 3, Chorus. We might be able to get to Act 3, Scene 4. Oh no, Act 3, Scene 3 is a bit long. I might read